If you lose control at night, it's not because you're addicted to sugar. It's because your body doesn't feel safe. And the more you try to fix night cravings with discipline, the worse they can get. Most women who think they lack willpower are actually running on unstable blood sugar, exhausted nervous systems, and chronic underfueling. And then we blame them or ourselves for biology, and that's backwards. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and how to stop fighting your own body. There was a season in my life where I thought I had zero willpower. I could eat clean all day, say no to everything, and then at night, I felt out of control. And the shame was worse, probably, than even the food, because I thought I was broken. I wasn't. I was under-eating, undersleeping, overstressing. I didn't need more discipline. I needed stability. That realization changed everything. If this is you wake up motivated, you eat healthy, you try to be disciplined, and then at night, the house gets quiet and your body gets louder. Let me say this clearly. If your strategy requires constant self-control, it is the wrong strategy. Your body is not the enemy. It's responding to instability. Let's talk about what's actually happening. There are 4 primary drivers behind night loss of control. First is blood sugar instability. Second is nervous system exhaustion. Third is chronic undereating. Fourth is psychological restriction rebound. Let's break them down. First was blood sugar instability. If breakfast was light, if lunch was rushed, if you drank coffee and didn't get enough protein, your body compensates at night. Even if you felt fine earlier, the body is tracking energy differently than your thoughts do. When energy dips, cravings rise. That's not weakness, that's physiology. So let's discuss nervous system exhaustion also. All day you are thinking, managing, holding it together, making decisions, regulating emotions, and at night, your nervous system wants relief. Sugar and high-fat foods, they create fast dopamine spikes. Relief. It's not necessarily addiction. You're exhausted, and cravings are loudest when the body doesn't feel safe and it's exhausted. If you keep trying to out-discipline instability, you will stay stuck in this cycle for years. You may already be stuck, not because you are weak, but because you're solving the wrong problem. Restriction cannot fix a nervous system that doesn't feel safe. It amplifies it. Also, because of that thought, let's touch on chronic undereating. Many women who lose control at night are not overeating. They are undereating earlier. Low protein, low fat, skipping meals, coffee replacing breakfast. The body keeps score and it collects at night. I mentioned psychological restriction rebound. If you've dieted, cut carbs aggressively, restricted for years, your body does not trust famine signals anymore. So it fights back hard. And that fight often shows up at night. If you're white knuckling, clean eating every night, that's not discipline, that's instability. If your strategy requires fighting yourself every night, your strategy, it's failing you, not your character, your strategy. So let's talk about the 3R framework that you can utilize. Cravings fall into 3 categories, all beginning with R: regulate, rewire, and restore. If you respond to the wrong one, you amplify the cycle. So first, you need to regulate. Your body needs consistent protein, healthy fats, sleep, minerals, predictable meals, stability. Next, we're going to rewire. Some cravings are patterned. Pay attention. Does stress lead to chocolate? Does dinner take you naturally to dessert? Does TV, especially in the evenings, naturally lead to snacks? You don't fix wiring with just restriction. You fix wiring with awareness and replacement. Pay attention. Watch for patterns. See what triggers you. Can it be avoided completely? Can it be cut out? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it needs replaced. Awareness and replacement is going to help with rewiring. Third, you're restoring. If you've had autoimmune flares, chronic stress, burnout, long-term dieting, your body may be in restoration mode. Restriction can trigger panic internally in restoration mode, and panic drives cravings. So what to do tonight? If you lose control at night, do not restrict harder. Stabilize. Here's exactly how. First, you're going to eat protein within 60 minutes of waking, 25 to 35 grams minimum. You could have eggs with some veggies, Greek yogurt with seeds like chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seed. You have options. Protein smoothie with a scoop of nut butter. It's really good with cashew butter, maybe some almond butter. You could just reach for some leftovers. Maybe if you had salmon the night before with a little avocado, that would be a great option. Start your day stable. Second, do not skip lunch. If you're doing some type of a fast or a particular routine that calls for it, that may be different. But right now, while working on cravings, you're not skipping lunch. You're gonna have some protein with fat and fiber. Even if you're not hungry, you are preventing the 8 p.m. spiral. Third, add healthy fat at dinner. Olive oil, avocado, tahini, grass-fed butter if you can handle dairy, coconut milk in soups. Fat signals safety to the body. Fourth, I want you to increase electrolytes. Morning salt water. Have you heard of it? It's really not hard. Get a little bit of water, a little pinch of salt, like some Celtic sea salt's a good option. And you could sip on it, but honestly, I think that's gross. You could just drink it. But have some healthy salts added to your food or your drinks if you need to. Have mineral-rich foods, and magnesium is a great option, especially at night. Sometimes cravings are mineral signals. Your body's asking for, I know it can be hard to tell, so make sure you're at least giving it the basic minerals it needs. 5, I want you to stop cutting carbs aggressively. Add small whole food carbs at dinner, right? Lunch too if you can. Like, make sure you're getting some whole food carb portions. Sweet potatoes, squash, berries, quinoa, lentils. It signals safety to the body. 6, I want you to create a kitchen closed ritual. When you know you're going to be done, go ahead, have your evening tea, turn out the kitchen lights, step away, go brush your teeth, do some deep breathing. Have an evening ritual that tells yourself, I'm done in the kitchen. I really don't need to go back in unless it's to get maybe some water, right? Give it a try. Also, keep in mind, when you do this, you're creating just a natural calm. Rules can trigger rebellion, and so I know I'm giving you what kind of feels like rules, but I don't want you to think about it like rules. I want you to think of it as ideas and guidelines to help you, not restrict you. 7, right as I say, no rules. I'm going to tell you to go to bed earlier. You know you probably need to. Maybe some of you don't, but most likely you need to go to bed earlier. Sleep is going to help to stabilize hunger hormones. Sleep also reduces cravings the next day. Sleep is foundational. You really need to have it. And honestly, I find when I get to bed at a reasonable time, it is easier to not reach for those nighttime snacks. But when I stay up, if I let the clock hit 10, I'm doomed. I just am so, I understand is my point. If I stay up too late, I get hungry again. Or at least I tell myself I am, and then I have to have something. I don't really have to, but I think that I do. Simple solution, get to bed before 10. And 10 may or may not be your time, but you know what your time is. So be honest with yourself and get to bed before that late night craving kicks in if you can. All right, I'm gonna give you a 7-day night stability reset. I don't want you to just understand this content that we've talked about. I want you to prove it. For 7 days, we are not going to just try harder. Don't do that, okay? We are going to stabilize. Here's what we're gonna do. We already discussed it. I'll tell you once more. Eat protein within 60 minutes of waking. Do not skip lunch. Add healthy fat at dinner. Add mineral support, that little bit of salt. No aggressive carb cutting. Kitchen closed ritual. Earlier bedtime. That's it. I know it's 7 things, but it's really not that much. They're all things you can do very easily, very naturally. No calorie counting, no punishment, no over-exercising. Let's say you get to day 3 and oh man, that brownie, I mean, you didn't even make it. Someone gave it to you probably. And you may never get that brownie again. Like there's things that can happen. So if it does, have your moment and then don't punish yourself. Don't do an extra 20 minutes of what, don't, okay? Just have the thing and keep going. We're looking for stability and observation. So if you do have one of those moments, ask yourself, why? Could it have been avoided? Did it need to be avoided? Is it that big of a deal? And if it is, think about it. Work through it. Observe. Do your cravings soften as you're making these changes? Does urgency drop? Does shame decrease? This is what we're looking for. If you're in, comment, stabilizing, and come back in 7 days and tell me what changed. Because I want to see how many women realize they were never broken. They were under supported. If this made your body finally make sense, a little bit at least, imagine having the entire roadmap structured step by step. That's why I'm building the Stabilize, Support, Restore framework in these videos. So you don't have to fight yourself. You don't have to carry shame. And you don't have to solve instability with restriction anymore. Your body isn't broken. It's asking for stability, and stability changes everything. I'll see you in the next